Hi there, welcome back to Resin by Drew. Today I'm going to make a tray. I'm not sure whether it'll have handles on the top or feet on the bottom as yet. I think probably handles on the top. I'm going to do, I think, flowers, 3D blooms. I've got an idea in my head, so let's see if I can make the idea work. I'm just going to get some popsicle sticks. Got those. Right, I've made up my resin. I'm using craft resin. I've made up, well, I haven't made up, I've got my tubs ready for to make up my white. I've got another pot of resin ready that I'm going to add some IngigoBlu flakes to. They are called Chariot of Fire and they're gold flakes. So I'm going to add those to the pot of resin that I've got ready for those now. They're all broken up ready, so these are not quite nice and small, and they'll just go a little bit smaller as I stir them in. The only problem is they've got so much static that they stick to absolutely everything. So let me just stir those in and I can see if I need to add more of them. I think that's a nice amount. I've got quite a lot in there, but I've got quite a wide area to spread it over, so I think that'll be okay. Next I'm going to make up my white, which as usual, or as I usually prefer to use, is Resi-Tint Max in titanium white, and I'm going to be adding a few drops of Pinata Pearl alcohol ink as well. So I'm making up 2 cups of the white. So as always, I'll give the pot a good stir first of all, get all the goodness off the sides and the bottom, mix it all in together. And then I'm going to scrape the stick and add that to the top first of the pots, give that a good stir. Going to grab some tissue so that I can wipe off my stick and make sure I'm happy with the colour when I've added the alcohol ink. Before I do, I'm going to wipe my stick because I don't like double dipping in my tubs. I never double dip. So I'm going to wipe off my stick, then I'm going to do the white in the next tub. Don't think I'm going to need quite as much white as I think I do. So I'm just going to put a little bit back into the large container of resin. Just add a little bit of the white to the pot, to the second pot. That should be it for the white, I think. I've just got to add the alcohol inks to both of them. Okay, so I'll just wipe my stick again so that it's clear once I've added my alcohol ink, so I can check that I'm happy with the colour. Give this a good shake. I've put 8 drops into 1 tub of the white, and I've just put 4 drops into the other because the white isn't equal in both of the tubs. And then I'm going to put this straight into the piping bag. Just make sure I'm happy with the colour first. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. So that's going into the piping bag. Give the next one a stir. Again, make sure I'm happy with the colour. Again, that's absolutely fine, so that can go into the piping bag too. Now in my mind, what I'm thinking is to have a diagonal strip of gold flake with flowers at the top and the bottom. So I'm thinking to have a smaller flower, a slightly larger flower and a bigger flower there as the gold flakes come down, and then do the opposite on this side. I might only get 2 flowers in each, so 2 flowers in the top and 2 flowers in the bottom. I'm not sure, but I'm going to add my gold flake first, I think, because the clear should give me more control over getting this back into the centre if it becomes out of control and goes where I don't want it to go. So that's added in the centre, and then I'm going to add the rest of the mixture of resin, part to the top. I think I am probably just going to get 2 flowers in each, a small one and a medium size, a large one and a medium sized one, I think, which is absolutely fine. I'm happy with that. I'm just going to add a little tiny bit more resin back to the pot of gold that I've used for the gold flakes, because I want to put a few more gold flakes in there, because I want the flowers to have gold flake centres. And if you add a little bit of resin to the gold flakes, it just stops them flying about quite so much. It just gives them a little bit more weight and makes them easier to control and stay where you actually want them to be. So I'm going to add a couple more gold flakes to that bit of resin I've just added to the pot. I'm just going to scrape out this first. I don't like to waste resin, I like to get it all out. So I've got the gold ready to add to the centre of the flowers. As I say, it flies away everywhere and it's got so much static to it, it does make it quite difficult to handle at times. I'm just mixing that up now. I've got 2 popsicle sticks on the go, so let me just scrape one off and then it'll be easier with just one. That's better. too much there, so I'm just going to add a little bit more to the centre. And just keep a little tiny bit behind. I can always add it to the centre afterwards, just keep a little tiny bit behind for the centre of the flowers. Okay, so I'm going to get my piping bag and I'm going to snip a little hole in the end and just in the tip of the piping bag, and then I'm going to pipe my flowers. I probably got too much white now because I was planning on doing 3 flowers, so I calculated my white based on the fact that I would be doing 3 flowers, so I'm probably going to have too much white, but not to worry. Check the size of the hole. I think it wants to be a fraction bigger. Check again. That's much better. So I'm going to do a smaller flower here. And a larger flower here. I can already tell I'm going to have way too much white, but it doesn't matter. As I always say, I'd rather have too much than too little. Okay, so I'm going to add the gold leaf to the centre of my flowers. I only want a little bit, so just a small amount in the centre there. And that's it, so the bit that I've got left I'm just going to add to the middle where I've got my band of gold. I'm going to take my dotting tool and just highlight the areas where the petals will coming in. Let's give a little bit more definition to those areas. And that's it, that's all I'm going to do really. I might just come back in again on the larger ones just to add a little bit more definition. Even the smaller ones I might add a little bit more to. Sorry, I'm mumbling. Just also adding a little bit more definition to the smaller ones as well. And there we go. I'm going to take it out to the side a little bit. Do the same on the smaller ones. Well, there's not as much room to do it on the smaller ones, but still keep them all the same. Starting to bloom already, which is a good sign. Always a good sign when they start to bloom before you've even finished. And that's it. Now that's all I'm going to be doing with them. So I'm going to leave them to cure up until tomorrow, and then I'm going to put a backing layer on. I'm not sure if it's going to be glittered, coloured or plain, but I will be putting a backing layer on, and that's it. That's all I'm going to do with them. So hopefully they'll bloom beautifully, and we'll see what they look like tomorrow. So that's it. I'll say bye for now, and I will see you tomorrow. Hi there, welcome back. I'm just going to demould this tray that I did yesterday, but before I demould it, I'll explain what I did after I'd finished filming. I needed to put a backing layer on because I don't fill all the way up with the first layer. I always leave space for a backing layer so I can add glitter or colour or just clear or whatever, but I always leave space for a backing layer. So I used some Hemway Gold glitter, and I poured that around the outer edge, and then just put a clear coat on, and let's unmould the tray and see what it looks like now. Take the mould, I'll just loosen the mould at the front, and then we'll peel it off from the back so we can actually see what the pattern looks like. Hopefully the flowers have bloomed nicely. Oh wow. Pop the mould to one side. Let me get some black card. I think that'll be better. That's beautiful. Grab some card. Hope you can see that. Especially that flower's bloomed absolutely beautifully. That flower's a little bit close to the gold, and that one's just taken over. That's a huge flower, but they have bloomed. They have bloomed absolutely beautifully. I'm really pleased with those. I like the gold. I was going to put gold around the edge, but I don't think I need to really with the glitter. I think I'm just going to leave it clear. And just leave it as it is. I'm really happy with that. I might do that again in a different colour. I might do it in silver as well, actually. I think it'd be nice in silver, so I might try again in silver, but this time I might do the band across the middle and do 3 flowers at the top and 3 flowers at the bottom. I'm not sure, but I'm really happy with that. I really like it. But this flower's really wispy. That one's a bit more defined, but this one's really wispy. But I'll take some still shots, and I'll add the still shots to the video so that you can see what it looks like. I'm going to add some handles as well. Just a very basic simple handle, which is just a small one. So I'll add the handle, I'll take some still shots, and I'll add those to the end of the video, and hope you like it too. So I will be back with another experiment shortly, but for now it's time to say bye, but I'll see you soon. Bye for now.